It's a bit of a mix of what we call imagination, creativity, and a lot of madness. You need to be mad to stay up 72 hours and work like crazy.
It is amazing to see that number of participants. We started really shy, and now I can see a large number of applications we had.
Our mentors are equally mad because they stay here as well and work with you because they get the energy and drive from you.
I think they're going to face a lot of challenges of how they would actually get this to work in a functioning business, whether it's a non-for-profit or a profit situation. So it'll be interesting to see how this expands over the next 72 hours.
We're on the morning of the first real day, so I've already started talking with all of the different teams, and the way that the teams are built is that people come together very, very organically.
The energy that they show around, from not knowing each other to creating an idea. Obviously you see that they struggle in the beginning, but how the teams form and how they manage to work together.
The old generation has a structured way of making business. They have an out-of-the-box way to make business, and they think about everything that can be possible. And me just being there to guide them and ask questions that brings answer that no one would ever think about, this is very gratifying.
So here we are on evening 2. So arriving today, we were told that some of the teams have again changed their idea.
Participants were quite lost in the mess of their ideas. They had so many. The role of the mentors had been make them focus again, find the big idea they want to pitch tomorrow morning. So it's going to be a huge surprise to see who's going to make it by then.
It has to be very crisp and clear, short sentences, meaningful sentences.
Quite a few of the students, a lot of the students actually stayed. They took it seriously, which was really nice.
3 o'clock in the morning, some teams come and they have completely changed their idea. And then they still do the same at 6 o'clock, and you're like...
As you can probably tell, I've stayed up all night with them. I wasn't alone, of course. Some other mentors stayed.
Quite through the night to coach the last teams. It was fantastic to see so many teams hanging in there.
Phew. End of 72 hours, nearly there, and I was not here for a lot of it, but for a fair bit, and I see the teams are exhausted.
It was a kind of magic, but everybody was able to have an excellent pitch and a very dynamic presence on stage, although most of them did not sleep or very little. The most difficult part in this job when you're a mentor is to avoid to act like a coach.
And our role as mentors is to come in and give them a small snippet of what it's like to work in real environment, and we come in and we challenge them again and again and again.
The whole point of this type of events is for the teams to find their way through their problems and through their questions.
I'm always humbled by how creative these individuals can be. So on the one side they've got a relatively sometimes naive point of view, but it reminds me that naivete actually allows for creative thinking.
I love coming back here every time because I just see how amazing these millennials are in getting these ideas from A to Z in no time. And where I thought that I have seen everything, they can still amaze me, which means that we have a future that will look amazing thanks to them.